Hi, I'm Lynette Wolf.
And I'm Brian Wolf.
We're the Wolf Couple.
Today we want to show you
Up close and personal,
a great example of one of our awesome creative financing deals.
one that we made a profit on of over $200,000.
In the next few minutes, we'll show you exactly how we did it and show you how we can help you close creative financing deals for yourself.
These are nothing down, no credit needed deals.
Plus, they deliver a big deposit check up front. On this deal, we got $15,000.
That's spendable cash you can spend right away.
And we got that money very soon after we bought the house, nothing down.
You get quick paydays in creative financing, sometimes in just a couple weeks.
Plus, massive passive cash flow and big back-end paydays.
On one deal recently, we got a back-end paycheck of $278,000. All we did was set it and forget it.
That's what's possible in the world of creative financing. Now let's take you to the exciting video that we created back when we first got this deal, when we first bought it from the seller about 5 years ago.
This'll be fun.
Yes, so we'll be back after the video to go through our final profit numbers.
Let's watch. Hi, I'm Lynette Wolf.
And I'm Brian Wolf.
We're the Wolf Couple.
We put together this case study to show exactly how we generated $71,230 in just 39 days with only $8,183 in expenses.
And how you can do the same in your business.
That is a whopping $63,097 in profit. And just so you know, we did this without spending any cash out of pocket. So please don't think you need money to do these deals.
This deal all started out when some sellers called us with their house for sale.
We had put out some advertising that cost $267. They responded, and it turned out they owned a 2,000 square foot home with a pool on Ramada Road in Mesa, Arizona.
The house needed cosmetic repairs that would cost about $5,000. That included carpet, paint, kitchen updating, and landscaping.
We did a little research online and determined that in top condition, the house was worth approximately $280,000.
The seller still owed $226,500 on the mortgage.
We worked it out with the sellers to buy the house for what they owed on it. How'd we do that?
We asked, would you sell us a house for what you owe on it?
We asked that as many times per month as possible, and in this case, the seller said yes.
So we bought the home with a pretty house strategy called Subject To.
That means we wrote up a simple agreement to take over the existing payments for the remainder of the mortgage term.
Our purchase price was the $226,500 they owed on the mortgage, and we took over the monthly payments of $1,260.
Since the seller was not making any money from the deal, we agreed to pay all the closing costs, which came to $2,046.
Now you may be thinking, wait, I thought I could do this type of deal without spending any money out of my pocket.
You absolutely can. We'll explain more on that later, so stay tuned.
As we said, the house did need some minor cosmetic fix-ups.
Many pretty houses need no work at all. They're totally perfect and move-in ready.
When a pretty house needs a little work, we call that our pretty house polish.
The pretty house polish consists of 4 basic fixes. Number 1 is flooring. Sometimes you have to replace the carpet, maybe do some affordable wood laminate.
Number 2, interior paint.
Number 3, granite countertops make a big impression and are very hot now.
Number 4, front yard landscaping, because you always want that special
Curb appeal. Usually a pretty house polish runs from a couple thousand up to $7,000 or $8,000, depending on the size of the house and how big you go on the countertops.
When we walked through Ramada on the deal meeting, we figured the pretty house polish would run around $5,000.
Now, if you don't want to do that work up front, you can choose to sell to a work for equity buyer who agrees to do all the repairs and upgrades at their own expense. You would usually just lower your asking price a little more than the repair costs, so your profit is close to the same without the hassles and expense of doing the work.
Those are also called sweat equity deals. You've probably heard of those before.
Now on Ramada, we chose to go ahead and do the pretty house polish, which is usually worth it. The bill for the repairs was $5,100, and it took less than 2 weeks.
Then we staged the home with the 4 P's of staging.
1, paintings, 2, plants, 3, pots, and 4, plug-ins to make it smell good.
Then we put out all the decorations for our famous 1-hour open house.
With our selling strategy of 1-hour open houses, we draw thundering herds of buyers to really jam-pack the home and build a huge sense of urgency.
This selling strategy is why we always find great lease purchase buyers for our homes.
The staging and decorations cost another $770.
That pays for itself because it drives in so much traffic and competition.
We also accept less than perfect credit in the lease purchase program, so you can see why we always ask for a 5 to 10% markup on the purchase price, or even more.
Remember, we said this house was worth $280,000 in top condition, so we set our sales price at $289,900.
As part of our 1-hour open house strategy, we posted the Zillow listing and we marketed through Craigslist, Facebook, lots of signs, and more.
The 1-hour open house was a frenzy as usual.
We had 36 couples or families attend the open house, and we chose a great family who owned a local donut shop.
They gave us $15,000 cash as a non-refundable option deposit.
They threw in some free donuts too. Guys, now remember that whole $15,000 will go towards the purchase price when they get qualified at the bank and do their cash out closing with us.
So far, we have spent a total of $8,183.
That's $5,100 in repairs and upgrades, $2,046 in closing costs, $267 in advertising, and another $770 to stage and market the 1-hour open house.
Those initial costs are more than offset by our buyer's $15,000 option deposit.
In fact, that puts us $6,817 into the profit column on this deal already.
And that is 100% spendable cash. You don't have to hold it in some escrow account or anything.
Our tenant buyer agreed to pay us $1,695 for monthly rent.
Since the outgoing mortgage payment is only $1,260, we have positive cash flow of $435 each month.
Then we'll make our final back-end payday when our lease purchase buyer gets qualified at the bank and cashes us out.
With the positive cash flow we have on this property, we hope that's a very long time from now.
So we hope we won't know our actual final profit margin on this deal for many years.
The longer you hold on to houses, the more profit you make.
For the sake of this case study though, we'll run the numbers at the 18-month mark. That's usually the minimum amount of time it takes for our buyers to qualify at a bank and cash us out.
So $435 times 18 months is another $7,830 in profit.
We recently had a pretty house deal cash us out after 11 years, and from all the many profit sources in the lease purchase program, we made a profit of $291,000.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Pretty house deals have the best parts of the buy and hold strategy with none of the drawbacks.
Our buyers agreed to the $289,900 purchase price, and with their $15,000 down payment, they still owe us $274,900 when they qualify at the bank.
And out of that, we still have to pay off the mortgage we took over at $226,500.
Now remember that the longer we make those monthly mortgage payments, the more the mortgage debt goes down. Even with no allowance for mortgage reduction over that 18 months though, $274,900 minus $226,500 equals $48,400 in back-end profit.
So to recap, we bought the house by just taking over the payments on the mortgage, no money down, for $226,500.
We spent a total of $8,183, $5,100 on repairs, $2,046 on buying closing costs, $267 on advertising, and $770 on staging and marketing the 1-hour open house.
We generated a minimum of $71,230 in revenue.
That includes a $15,000 down payment, $7,830 in monthly positive cash flow, that's passive income, and $48,400 for our back-end payday.
So our total minimum profit on this case study is $63,097.
And the whole deal was put together over 39 days.
Now, in the beginning of this case study, we said that you can do these types of deals with no cash out of pocket.
And in fact, the predominant amount of these types of pretty house or what we call creative financing deals are no money down and no credit needed.
That's right. We love the no money down, none of your own credit.
Then we explained that on this particular deal, on our case study, we did have $8,183 $183 in expenses.
So how would you get the money to do a deal like this if you're broke?
The first way is smart deal structuring. We use several techniques for collecting the deposit from the lease purchase buyer in advance and then using that for any expenses.
And another way is if the repair costs are too much up front, you can always sell the house on a work for equity like we explained before.
Remember, on those deals, the buyers do all the repairs and upgrades at their own expense.
The main thing to remember is that so many of these deals are no money down and no credit needed.
Now, the deal here in this case study is actually pretty typical. We've been doing deals like this for over 15 years now. Our office here in Arizona continues to thrive, and our sons even work with us.
And now we've closed over 700 deals.
The deal we showed here falls under the category of creative financing deals or pretty house deals. They're not the old traditional flipping an ugly house deals like you've heard about or maybe seen on shows.
This is a house that we bought about 5 years ago, and we've had one awesome lease purchase tenant buyer in it, and that's Song.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Isn't that cute?
Thank you.
Yes.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
that's great.
We're so excited for you.
I love the house so much, and thank you for you guys help me out to buy this house. We live here for 4 years, and we love the property, we love the neighborhood, and we love you as a family, because you've been helping us so much. I'm so proud of that.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Wow, that was really something.
We love how we were able to help Song and her wonderful family. Now, you remember how we initially offered the home for $289,900?
Right, but that was over 4 years ago.
Yes, so the initial option to purchase agreement expired years ago, and the property has appreciated quite a bit in the meantime.
Now the property is worth over $360,000.
Over those years, we also got the benefit of the pay down on the mortgage called principal reduction. Of course, we still had to pay off the existing mortgage when Song got her bank financing to pay us off. And what was left was our big back-end payday.
That's right, our final check was for
$165,846. Every penny counts, right, honey?
Very funny. So let's add it all up to figure out our final profit.
We bought the home for nothing down by taking over the payments on the mortgage, which had a balance of $226,500.
Then we spent a little money to get the house ready and sold.
Now, as we said, we received a non-refundable option deposit of $15,000.
Then we had a positive cash flow that over the years added up to $23,500.
Now, there's many other profit sources we won't even get into here for the sake of simplicity and time, like depreciation, which is very considerable. But obviously, we love that big back-end payday.
Of $165,846.07.
That's right. So that brings us to our total profit on one creative financing deal over a 5-year period of
$204,300.
Please let us show you how you can learn this business and start making big money too.
It works anywhere in the country and you don't need special training.
Other than the special training that we give you. And that starts with our famous 30-minute business planning session.
You can sign up right here to schedule time with us personally.
We'll go over your situation and actually help you create your own investing business plan.
Just go to businessplanningsession.com.
Or click somewhere here to get connected with us.
You can also call our office anytime at 888-RICH-NOW.
That's 888-RICH-NOW. That's 888-742-4669.
We look forward to talking with you soon.
And launching you on your successful journey into creative financing deals.
I'm Lynette Wolf.
And I'm Brian Wolf.
We're the Wolf Couple.
Keep expecting success.
And taking action.
Yes.